This is just a message, and I don't want to be insensitive to anybody, but when I say don't waste your life, and I know most of you know this and understand this, but I just got to be real with you, man. Like, tomorrow isn't guaranteed. There will come a day where tomorrow doesn't come, and the thing that I fear the most is wasting my life, right? Whatever that means for you. Maybe you're in a situation where you're selling for less, right? I consider that wasting your life. Maybe you have a dream or a vision that you want to give to the world. And listen, it's that time of the year where everybody's talking about change. Everybody's talking about what they're going to do, right? What they're going to do different. I know somebody in here said tonight they're feeling kind of down. Well, I want to tell you something. Just because you feel down doesn't mean you can't turn things around. Like, feelings are feelings. Feelings lie a lot of times. Feelings, just because you feel something doesn't mean that it's real. Or it doesn't mean that it's right. Feelings are real, but feelings don't always mean it's right. So I just fear getting to the end of my life and realize that I wasted it, whatever that means. Maybe you're in a situation you don't need to be in no more. Maybe you have an idea that you need to give to the world, but you're afraid of people's judgments. You're afraid of failing. You're afraid of, whatever that may be. And so my thing is that don't wait to 2020 to make a change. 'Cause I'm going to tell you right now, like, if you need a new year to make a difference, like, you're not serious about it, right? You have this moment right now, like make a decision. Like, be sick and tired of being sick and tired. Because a lot of us, we say, oh, I'm tired of this. And you complain about it. And whether it's a relationship, whether it's your health, whether it's circumstances. But we're doing nothing to get ourselves out of them circumstances. Like, you're in control of that. You're in control of the choices that you make. You're in control of the decisions that you make. You might not be in control of what happens, and you might not be in control of what this world tries to give you, but you're always in control of how you respond. And I know it's easier said than done. I know some of you are thinking, well, Trent, you don't understand my circumstances. I get it. But I'm a person that, I'm not saying I've been through worse than you, but I've been through a period in my life where I thought my life was over. I lost everything that I loved, which was sports. But I knew I had a choice. Either I can allow that to be the rest of my story, or I can say, this is a chapter, and I'm going to do something about it today to actually change this chapter. Because if you don't make any change, I want to be clear about this. If you don't make any change in your life, whatever that is for you, 2020 is going to look just like 2019. It's going to look like 2018. It's going to look like 2017. It's going to look like 2016. And posting about it is not going to do anything about it. Complaining about it on Facebook and social media is not going to do anything about it. So I really want everybody in here to make a choice to change, whatever that is. Certain things cannot go with you if you want to grow. We can't bring the same mindset for some of us. Because a lot of us, I know we want change. I know we want it. I see people all the time talk about it. But if you really want change, forget announcing it, right? I'm more into achievements than announcing. Everybody wants to talk about what they're going to do. It's popular around this time of the year. Well, I'm changing everything. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to wait till January 1st. Like, if you need a moment to create an emotional high in your life for you to make a change, you're not serious about it. You're not. And I hate to say it like that, but I'm just being real with you. Like, and if you're standing in a situation that you know is bad for your life, you're not really tired of it. You're not, at the end of the day. Because if you were truly tired, if you truly understood the benefit of change, the benefit of choice, if you truly understood that and not allow fear or whatever keep you in the same place that you know you're not supposed to be at, like, if your life isn't fulfilled, if you're not, I'm not even gonna say happy, if you're not full of joy, if you don't love life, then that should tell you that some things in your life need to change. And I don't know what that is for you because I don't know everybody's story, but I know there was a point in my life where I felt that. And I say, you know what? Mind, body, and soul, I'm going to change these things. And rehab time started. You have to do your part. You have to. Yes, you can pray about it. Prayer is powerful. But what are you going to do after you pray? Because if you truly believe in what you pray for, then your actions will reflect that. You got to be tired of talking about it. Period. You might say, well, Trent, that's easy for you to say where you're at in life. I didn't just wake up here. And I'm way away from where I want to be, by the way. But I didn't just wake up here and say, oh, my life is different now. No, I made choices. I say, you know what? This is not good for my life, so I got to get away from it. Even if I like those things, I say, you know what? These things aren't going to bring me to a place where I love to be, so I got to move away from it. Oh, this person isn't good for my life, or this person is good for my life. Let me get around this person some more. But a lot of us, we're staying stuck. We use whatever excuses it may be. We allow history to keep us in the misery. Oh, I got history with this person. Or I got history with this job. I'm not saying just go quit your job, by the way. But if you want to feel the benefits of change, you have to make it. And I know that's common sense, but I need you to stop second guessing your common sense. I need you to make a decision. Because I don't want my hope, my hope for everybody on here is that you experience what a fulfilled life is supposed to be. Right? You experience what that is supposed to be. And it's baby steps, guys. I'm not telling you to create some magic thing. It doesn't work like that. But every one of us in here can identify something we need to rehab in our life. Everybody here can identify something. And if you just focus on making that little change, it's like going to get your car worked on. Sometimes it's like the smallest thing in your car that needs to be fixed that makes the car run beautiful. It's not a major thing all the time. And it's the same things with our life. It's not it might be some major, but a lot of times it's like these minor little things that we have to change. Maybe we have to change our environment. Our environment is toxic. The little minor shift. Maybe it's our habits that we have to change. Maybe we have to start surrounding ourselves around things that help us grow. The little things like that create major shifts and major changes in your life. But I'm going to be real with you. Most people ain't going to do it. Because most people want this. They want handouts. Right? They want the world to cater to them. Let me tell you something. The world ain't going to cater to you. Ain't nobody going to give you anything. Yes, you have some nice people that might come, but you can't depend on it. And some of us, we waiting on the world to like cater to us. We sit around waiting on people to give us opportunity. We sit around waiting for changes to happen. We just sit around waiting. We sit around waiting on that person to meet their potential. We just sit around waiting. I'm going to say it because I'm going to be straight up with it. Some of us going to die waiting. You're going to get to 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 200 years old, and you're going to realize you just spent your whole life waiting on something to happen. When are you going to take responsibility over your life and make it happen for yourself? Make something happen for yourself. Better your life. Better your life. And some of us, we're dependent on other people externally because we don't love ourselves. We don't. We don't truly believe in ourselves, and we think we need someone else to complete us. We're so dependent on other people to complete us. And so that's why we stay stuck in mess. That's why we stay stuck in disrespect. That's why we stay stuck in toxic stuff. Like, do you think that God created you to settle? Think about this for a minute. Do you think that God created you to settle? Do you think that God created you to be unhappy? You think that? I don't. So when is enough going to be enough? When are you going to stop talking about change and go make it? Like, we get it. We understand what's happened. We understand it. I get it, right? Everybody gets it. You talked about it. Now what are you going to do? Right? You talked about your relationship to all your friends. And you thinking like it's making you like they laughing at you. Being for real, because a lot of people want to just be entertained by your mess. They ain't trying to help you. But what are you going to do about it? Are you going to stay there? Are you going to move? Are you going to do your part to make the relationship better if you're the issue? Or your dreams. It's people who talk about their dreams all the time and what they going to do this year. And how they going to change and how they serious now. And they repeat that same story over and over and over again. Because they get likes from it. They get attention from it. And it feels good. The thing about social media, what's crazy right now is that you literally can talk about anything and people can like it and you feel good about it emotionally. You get that dopamine hit and you're like, wow, I can actually get like love from actually doing nothing with my life. I just got to type it and post it. But you'll never fool you. The results will always show. So many people are interested. And when you're interested, you operate like that. But when you're really committed, you make it happen. That's the difference between people who do and people who don't. That's the difference between people who dream it and people who actually live it. Make your decision. Okay? Make your decision. Whatever that is. And when you make a decision, it can't be an emotional decision. And what I mean by that, it can't be because you heard this message tonight and now you want to make it. Because that's not going to create real change. Because you're dependent on motivation to make you make a decision. But you got to make a decision because deep down in your soul, you know you have to make it. Because you know your life depends on it. Because you know the lives of others depend on it. And you got to find that deep-rooted reason that's going to carry you through next year. That's why New Year's resolutions are crap. They are. You heard this. They crap. People just love to follow trends. We're going to see it. We're going to see it. January 1st, starting in about a few weeks in December. Everybody going to be talking about what they're going to do. And I hope that they stay loyal to it. But most people never stay loyal to their vision. Because most people just do it because of an emotional high. Can't nobody change your life, man, but you. Yeah, God got you. But you got to do your part. You got to show up. You got to stop expecting God to move in your life when you ain't moving. Y'all realize that, man. Why do you say that, Trent? Because I believe that that's what faith is. I believe it's trusting God when you go out and move when you don't even know the way half of the time. And you say, you know what, I'm going to trust God. I'm going to move. I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm going to remove the pain so God can heal me. But how can God heal? I'm not going to say how can he, because God can do anything. But it's a lot. Why would God heal the pain when you're choosing to keep yourself in a situation? Right? So you got to do your part. You have to do your part. And most people don't want to hear this message. Like I said, when I talk about self-responsibility, when I talk about like it's on you, people always drop off of my lives. If I'm just talking about motivation and saying, oh, you know, it's their fault, people stay here all night. Because that makes people feel good. When it comes to actually creating change, most people don't want to do that. Most people don't want to pick up a book. It's funny, I challenged somebody not too long ago. I said, okay, cool. If you're really committed to change, pick up a book and read for 10 minutes every day. I don't like to read. Okay, cool. But if you really want to make a change in your life, you're going to have to do things that you don't like to do to get you to a place where you love to be. If you can't even pick up a book and read 10 minutes a day, how do you think you're really going to be serious about creating lasting change? If you can't do the simple things, why are you expecting these miraculous things to happen in your life? When you can't even do the simple things that are in your control. Some of us, we want all these things to happen that are out of our control. So take care of what's in your control. Take care of it. And I hope I struck a nerve with you tonight. Because I'm just tired of seeing people waste their life and they sit back and complain and get mad at everybody else about the things that they didn't do. About the things that they chose to accept. Don't get mad at somebody who's like myself that's living it. I made sacrifices. I continue to make sacrifices. I continue to put in work. I continue to be consistent for the last decade. Because I made up my mind. You guys hear me? I'm about to get off of this in a second. I'm about to go record something. But I made up my mind. I made up my mind. When you make up your mind, there's no going back. A made up mind is one of the most powerful things in this world. Negative and positive. Because some people have made up their mind that their life is over. And so they live like that. Which is a complete lie because your life isn't over. As long as you got breath, you got another chance. But on the flip side, some people make up their mind that, you know what? I'm going to make this happen. God put this vision in my heart. You know what? I'm going to see this until this vision becomes reality. I'm going to close the gap. It's time to stop keeping your vision just a vision, your dream just a dream, your change just a change, a thought. It's actually time to close the gap. That's where change happens, when you close the gap from your vision and your reality. Dreaming is not enough, guys. Thinking about it is not enough. It's time to actually wake up and do something about it. If you're not going to do something about it, then please stop complaining. Please stop complaining about the things that you aren't willing to change. I love you guys, man. And I know I give you guys some tough love and some straight up real, but I refuse to allow people, I refuse to sit here and make you think that that things are just going to happen without you doing your part. Man, too many times we want a feel good message that's just going to make me feel good about doing nothing. And I'm not going to allow that to happen no more. I'm gonna really, because I just don't want to make videos and you just watch and you feel good and then you do nothing. Like, to me, that's pointless. I want to create content. I want to come on live and actually push you outside your comfort zone, because I know where change takes place. Because too many people will rather stay inside their comfort zone that leads to an uncomfortable life than actually live outside their comfort zone that leads to a more comfortable life. I'm gonna say that again. I'm gonna say it slow. Too many people will rather stay inside their comfort zone that leads to an uncomfortable life than actually go live outside of their comfort zone that leads to a more comfortable life. I'm addicted to living outside my comfort zone, people. Because I know inside the comfort zone, no change happens. I want to meet the greatest me. Y'all said my book, The Greatest You. I want you to meet the greatest you. So let's make a decision tonight. Don't wait till January 1st. Make a decision this week. If you want to grow, there's a period of uncertainty that you must go through. There's no growth without going through that uncertainty. There's no growth without the growing pains. It's a part of the process. It's a part of it. All right? So you guys keep taking it to the next level? Or you guys make that decision and choice? Take time tonight to reflect on what changes that you know you need to make. Make up your mind in a positive way. All right? Make up your mind in a positive way. Time to turn the page. You can let your previous chapters define your life, or you can let it refine your life. You can allow this to be the rest of your story, or you can make a decision to change and to grow. Whatever it is for you, make that choice, and you can allow that other stuff just be a part of your story. You deserve for those things just to be a part of your story, not your story. I promise you, everything that you want is on the other side of fear. It's on the other side of doubt. Maybe it's on the other side of guilt. Stop letting those things control your life. And I don't have life figured out, guys. All right? I don't have life figured out at all. You know, I'm not some guru. I'm not none of that stuff that other people like to claim. I'm just a person that I know what works. And it's the simple things, the things that you know. You know, I want you to live a life that God has created you to live. A lot of people ask me the question, like, how did you do it? And I just made a choice. That's it. I just made a choice, and I kept making choices. And I let go of the things that I knew weren't serving me. I let go of the things that I knew weren't going to help me. And that's not always people. That was my own habits. You know, I got in tune with God and got more connected with God and understood, like, okay, what do you want me to do? And I lived outside my comfort zone. I still am outside my comfort zone. If you think that I'm a person that likes attention and likes all this stuff, you're wrong. I'm not. Like, this is like, you know, I can play the background. It's just me. But I know that me living outside my comfort zone is not only going to help me, but more importantly, help the world. And it started from a decision, man. 10 years ago. Just think about that. People, oh, you said you played in the NFL, man. Nobody knew me in the NFL. I was a bench warmer. I was getting people water. It just came from me making a choice. One of the things that I do every single year I do this. And this is something that's small, but it's a major thing that most people don't do. That's super simple, is I focus on one area of my life every year. Last year it was health. Year before that, it was my faith. I focus on it. I'm not saying I abandon those every year, but I put a hard focus on these things. And I say, okay, I really want to grow this. Like, I'm going to really, really focus on this more than anything else. And I make a decision and I immerse myself in it. And when you do it, you have no choice but to grow. So find the area of your life that maybe you're lacking in, or maybe you want more growth in. And Find podcasts, read books, get around people, like learn. We live in an era where it's so easy to learn. And that's what's going to create change. But if you don't do it, nothing will happen. And you guys know it. Life. I don't want to undermine anybody, because there's times in life where life gets hard. But I feel like it's all about the perspective that we look at things, right? All about the perspective. And everybody has a different perspective. Every single human being has a different perspective on different things. It doesn't mean they're right or wrong, whatever. Everybody has a different perspective. How they even see their truth, or the truth that most people see, is still a different perspective. And so you're always in control of your perspective and how you see things, how you react to things, how you define things. And we're so quick to say, oh, this was a bad day, or this was a good day, or this didn't go right, or this whatever. Like, how do you know that? Because maybe it took that bad day to create the best life for you. Maybe you had to experience that loss, right, to build something in you that made you a champion. Maybe you had to go down that wrong path to lead your life to the right place. And so how I operate life on my worst imperfect days, I'm always looking at, how can this help me and grow my life to make me a better man? How can this grow my spiritual walk? How can this grow my whatever area of my life? How can it grow it? And when you look at life through that lens, because some of you got the advantage. Like, you're like, man, I'm going through these hard times. But you don't realize, like, maybe that's the greatest advantage. Turn your disadvantage to your greatest advantage. Turn your greatest disability to your greatest ability. Some of you are blessed to go through what you go through, because when you truly own it, you can help so many people because of your knowledge of going through that situation. Anybody you see helping people, it's because they went through it. Yeah. So I know how it feels to be in a storm and problems are flooding your life and you drowning. You're like, man, God, where's my life jacket? But the problems, I believe, that come into your life, like, and I'm not telling you to create your own problems on purpose, by the way, but the problems that come into your life are not meant to drown you. They're to teach you how to swim. And I truly believe that. I truly believe that if it wasn't for the times that I went through, I wouldn't be able to do what I do today. So yeah, I love you guys, man. I truly do. More importantly, Jesus loves you. More importantly, just appreciate life, man. Please just appreciate life. You don't know how blessed you are. You don't know how blessed you are. All right, there's always someone praying to be in your shoes. You know, we've been programmed to look, even myself, like I have to check myself. We've been so programmed to look for what we don't have that we become blind to what we do have. And don't let it take losing something to make you realize how important that something or someone was in your life. Right? I'll see you guys soon, all right? Peace. Let's get it.